let me see. I'm gonna look at your ears next. So I'm gonna look at her left ear, the auricle, tragus, lobe, and then the mastoid process. I'm gonna switch to this side. Same thing. Ears are soft, no lesions. Skin is warm, dry, and intact. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and look at your eyes one more time. All right, so I'm gonna shine this light. All right, so her eyes reactive are the size 3. And okay, one more time, I'm gonna have you look at the tip of the pen light and just follow it, don't move your head. All right, so all 6 gauges are intact. Cranial nerve 3, 4, and 6 are intact as well. All right, I'm gonna have you also, before I forget, I'm gonna have you smile, frown, show your teeth, blow out your cheeks, and I believe that is it. And that is cranial nerve 7, and that is intact. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and start looking in your mouth. So I'm gonna have you show me your teeth. Teeth are white, no visible decay. All right, and I'm gonna have a look inside your mouth. Let me see. All right. Gums, buccal mucosa, and are moist pink, no lesions. Tonsils are moist and pink. Moist pink, no lesions. Eula is midline. All right, and I'm gonna have you, I'm gonna test your gag reflex, so I'm just gonna put this back here. Gag reflex is intact. Gag reflex is intact. And I'm gonna have you stick your tongue out, move it up, move it down, move it side, side. All right, and that is cranial nerve 9 and 10, and they are intact. What's the time? Yep, we're moving along. All right, and then I'm gonna toss that over there. Well,
You tried.
and then I'm gonna have you close your eyes, and I'm gonna test on your face. Tell me where you feel it.
My cheek. Other cheek. Forehead. Chin.
All right, so cranial nerve 5 is intact. I believe that is cranial nerve 5. And then I'm gonna have you close your eyes one more time, and I'm gonna test your hearing. So I'm gonna have you cover your right ear and repeat what I say.
Baseball.
And do the same with your left ear.
Football.
Yes, all right. And next, all right, I'm gonna look at your chest next. I'm gonna start doing your heart, or I'm gonna listen to your carotid artery, throat. All right, there are no strange sounds that I can detect, and I'm gonna go ahead and look at your chest, listen to your heart. Yep. All right, so I'm gonna start in the middle. I'm gonna move this out of the way just a little bit. So aorta, pulmonary, herb, and down here. All right. There are no strange sounds detected. Heartbeat is strong. All right, and I'm going to feel for the apical pulse, which is down on the side, which, all right, I'm gonna feel on this side as well. pulse is strong. I can, pulse is strong, intact. And I'm going to go ahead and first I'm gonna check your lungs next, and I'm gonna do sound resonance in your chest. So I'm gonna tap. All right. So sound is hollow, and I'm gonna go ahead and listen to your lungs. Yeah. All right, lung sounds are clear. I'm gonna have you scoot up to the edge of your chair just a little bit and move your hair out of the way. I'm gonna have a look at your back. All right, so clavicle and chest wall are intact. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing back here. I'm gonna tap, listen, and see what I find. All right, sounds are hollow, and I'm gonna go ahead and listen one more time. All right, take deep breaths. All right, I'm gonna go to the sides here. One more time. All right, lung sounds are clear. All right, and what we're gonna do next is I'm going to look at your arms and everything. So I'm gonna go behind you, and I'm gonna put my hands here, and you're gonna shrug against my resistance. All right, so resistance is, or strength is good. Cranial nerve, spinal 11 is intact. I'm gonna look at your arms, see if there's any. There are no bumps, lesions, warmest skin. Skin is warm, dry, and intact. And let's see on this side. Same thing, skin is warm, dry, and intact. And let's see, I'm gonna look at your capillary refill. All right, capillary refill is less than 2 seconds on both sides. And now I'm gonna have you hold my hands, squeeze. All right, grip and strength is good. And what I'm gonna do, or I'm gonna explain how I would do a breast exam. So I would start from the top, work my way around, and I would have you lift your arm up in the air. I would massage the breast tissue all the way around. I would also go into the armpit where the lymph nodes are, and I would also squeeze the nipple at the end to see if there's any discharge. And you know,
the motor portion of it, it's going to be checking range of motion. So if I could have you open your mouth, shut it, open your mouth, shut it, open your mouth, shut it. Good. Okay, another way I'm going to check cranial nerve 5 motor is I'm going to check the strength. So I'm going to have you open your mouth, don't let me shut it, and then close your mouth, don't let me open it. Good. Another way to test this is I'm going to open up this tongue depressor, and I'm going to put it between your teeth on your right side, clench down, don't let me move it. Okay, on the other side, don't let me move it. Good. Okay, so for this one, this is going to be testing cranial nerve 5 sensory. Can I have your hand? This is testing sharpness, and this is dull. Now I'm going to be testing V1, V2, and V3, and I want you to close your eyes, and you're going to tell me whether it is sharp or dull.
Dull. Sharp. 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 Dull. 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 Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Sharp.
Awesome. Okay, so the next cranial nerve we're going to test is cranial nerve 7. This is your upper face range of motion. So I'm going to have you raise your eyebrows, lower your eyebrows, raise them, lower them, raise them, lower them. Okay, so then for strength, cranial nerve 7, I'm also going to have you lower your eyebrows and don't let me push them up. Okay, so for cranial nerve 7, your lower face, we're going to be checking range of motion. I'm going to ask you to pucker your lips and then smile. Pucker, smile, pucker, smile. Okay. Now for this one, I'm going to be testing cranial nerve 7 strength. And I'm going to put this tongue depressor in your mouth. I'm going to open up your cheek and you're going to pull it back in. And in. Out. In. Out. In. 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 Okay. So for cranial nerves 7 and 10, we're going to be testing the strength. You're going to puff out your cheeks with air. I'm going to try to push them in. Don't let the air come out. Okay? Okay, so for the motor portion of cranial nerves 9 and 10, we're going to have you cover your mouth with your elbow and cough. Okay. That is testing your cough reflex. Okay, for cranial nerve 10, range of motion, we're going to be testing, I'm going to open your mouth and put this stick in it. And you're going to stick out your tongue and you're going to go, ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. One more time. Ah, ah, ah. Good. Okay, for cranial nerve 11, we're going to be testing range of motion. I'd like you to shrug your shoulders, shrug your shoulders, shrug your shoulders. Okay, for the strength portion of this cranial nerve, I'm going to have you put your shoulders up. Don't let me push them down. Good. Okay, for range of motion for cranial nerve 11, I'm going to have you turn your head to the left, turn your head to the right, turn your head back to the left, back to the right. Awesome. Okay, for the strength portion of cranial nerve 11, we're going to have you turn your head to the left. Don't let me push it back. Okay, turn your head to the right. Don't let me push it back. Good. Okay, now the last two are with cranial nerve 12. The first one's going to be checking range of motion, and you're going to stick out your tongue, move it up, down, side, side. One more time, up, down, side, side. Okay, and for the strength motion, or the strength portion of cranial nerve 12, I'm going to have you put your tongue in your cheek, and don't let me push it in. Tongue in your cheek, don't let me push it in. Then push your tongue out, don't let me push it in. Good. Okay, we're finished, so I'm going to take off my gloves. And we're all done.
And then, so now I'm gonna go ahead and listen to your lung sounds. So I'm gonna be listening probably like around 18 to 20 times. I'm gonna need you to take one deep breath through your mouth for each one. And it's a lot of deep breathing, so if you feel dizzy at all, let me know and we can slow down.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay, breathe in. Good. Good. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, good. And then I didn't notice any adventitious sounds, no crackling or wheezing or anything, which is good. Okay. And then, so now we're gonna go ahead and check for tactile femidus. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my hand on your back, and then in each spot, just go ahead and repeat the words 99. Okay?
Okay. 99.
Good.
99.
Okay.
99.
Good.
99.
Okay.
99.
Good.
99.
Good.
99.
Mm-hmm.
99.
Okay, perfect. And then that felt symmetrical throughout, which is good. And then, so now I'm gonna go ahead and percuss her back while checking for symmetry. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. Okay. Okay, good. And then the sounds were symmetrical on both sides of her lungs. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and check for CVA tenderness. So I'm gonna place my hand on your back, and I'm gonna hit that hand and just tell me if you feel any tenderness or not. Okay?
Okay.
Ready? That hurt?
No.
Was that
No.
good? Okay, perfect. And then, so go ahead and turn around, and then go ahead and lay down, actually. Lay down flat. This way. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to the anterior chest. I'm going to be inspecting to see if she has any lifts or heaves. And then if there are any present, it should feel like the heel of my hand being lifted with each systole. Which I do not feel any, which is good. And then I'm also going to be palpating for any thrills, which almost feels like, kind of like a cat purring. Feeling around. And then I don't feel any, which is good. And then we're going to be moving on to the point of maximal impulse, which should be right around, it's on the mid-clavicular line, kind of right underneath the breast. There we go. And that feels normal. Okay, and then so now I'm gonna be auscultating heart sounds. Okay, I'm gonna be listening in the aortic area, pulmonic, okay, tricuspid, and then mitral. Okay, everything sounded normal. And then I'm also going to be listening to see if she has any carotid bruits. So I'm going to be using the bell of my stethoscope for this one. Okay, and it's going to be on your neck, right here. And just using light pressure. No. And then on the other side. No, and she does not have any carotid bruits present. Okay, and then now I'm going to be assessing your pulses. So I'm going to go ahead and start with your radial pulses. So let me see both of your hands. And then I'm just going to count your pulses. Let me get them on both sides. Okay. Okay, and then in 15 seconds, I got 22 on each side. So her rate is 88. Her rhythm was normal, and the quality was 2+ bilaterally. And now I'm going to be assessing the brachial pulse. So let me see your arm. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. And then the rhythm is normal for her brachial pulse, and the quality is also 2+, which is good. And then, so now